future, love is the past, love is the first and love is the last.
Welcome to the Bailiwick Express podcast. This is The Interview, and this week we've interviewed the musical masterminds behind Love Is All You Need at Christmas, the latest festive tune from the Simians. It's Ian Harrison and Simon Streak's 8th Christmas tune, and they've now pulled together their work from the past 8 years to create a compilation album called Christmas Songs. I spoke to Ian about the band, the songs, and why they decided to compile a Christmas album. Stick around until the end, as we'll be playing the song in full. Hello, welcome. Nice to see you. We'll have it about that far away.
Yep,
and
perfect.
Why am I telling you, the musician? Thank you very much for coming in. Of course, you have launched a Christmas song this year.
Yeah. It's actually our 8th Christmas song.
Yeah, so we were having a look at your release and looking back over the band. So the band's called
The Simians.
The Simians.
Simon and Ian.
Very clever. I like that. And you've had your 8th Christmas song.
Yeah, I mean, when we started making them around, I suppose how long ago? 2015 now. It was around that time that everything was really sort of being driven at Christmas by the X Factor.
Yeah.
And we were just talking and we said it's a pity nobody does like a real Christmas song anymore. So we sort of sat down and said, well, let's do one for fun, you know. Let's write a Christmas song like they used to have sort of back in the 80s, you know, in the 70s. So that's what we did. We loved doing it. We made our first kind of stupid video to go with it. We really enjoyed it and people had a laugh at the video. So we did one the next year and took it from there.
But is Christmas music the only thing the Simians do, or is this kind of a bit of fun that you have towards the end of the year?
Well, we do write other music as well. We're quite slow, so one a year works quite well for us. But no, I mean we did one year. We took a break from the Christmas music and released an album of our original music. I mean we've been writing our own songs since we met in 1991, something like that. So when we did get the band back together, that old cliche, and started writing a few songs together, and it's just morphed into festive themed Christmas songs once a year. So
well, that's great. I mean, before we talk more about the song for this year, let's talk a little bit about the band. I mean, so the band is the Simians. Who is in the band?
So Simon, who couldn't be with us today, is the singer, and he writes the lyrics. And my name's Ian, and I write the music and perform the music. I've got a little recording studio at home, so I write and record everything there. We have sessions there. I mean, two's just a manageable number. We get on well. We have the unique thing that we were both born on the 30th of June as well. So,
fantastic.
1 year apart. So one of us is a year older. So our album is called that we released a few years ago. We called it Junopia.
Very clever.
Referencing that. And we just love music. Simon can't be with us because he's in the UK seeing bands this week. Predominantly pop music. I mean, I think if you listen to our Christmas songs or any of our songs, that'll come through. There's quite a variety. If you listen to our album that we've released this year, there's quite a variety of different styles on there. No heavy metal or rap yet, but we might get to it.
That could be for next year. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but are you friends? Have you always been, known each other?
We met when we were about 19 or 20, I'd say. I had left the, believe it or not, punk band that I was in, and I was kind of starting to make sort of more sort of pop music. And so I asked my friends, do you know anybody? And one of my friends said, well, I'm at the College of FE with this guy Simon. He's big into his pop music. You should meet up. And it really went from there. And we've been friends ever since. Took a break, from making music for a few years, but then got back together when Simon had written some lyrics that he quite fancied put into music. We got the band back together, as they say.
And so is this your 8th Christmas song or your 9th?
It's our 8th. There are 9 songs on the album. We wrote 2 this year just to make it up to a decent number. as I say, there's quite a variety on there. It goes from sort of, our first song on the album, A Perfect Christmas, is a little bit more dancey, upbeat. And then we've got a Bublé-esque song on there called Three Stockings Under the Tree. And the one that we released this year is a bit more rocky.
Yeah.
So we try and vary it a bit, something for everyone.
So tell us a little bit about the song that you released this year, the one that we saw the music video to. What's it? Tell us the story behind it. What's it called?
That's probably the worst one to talk about. There's no great story behind that one, to be honest. I literally just... I write songs all the time, and I sort of recorded a few ideas for music, and then I just put some sort of Christmas tinge lyrics to them. Got together with Simon, and we recorded it in August. So while everybody was going down to the beach, we were in the studio recording Christmas music, which is always a little strange. But we got together and wrote the lyrics. The lyrics are kind of just a sort of mishmash of Christmas themes.
Yeah.
We get together and we edit them together. This year I wrote most of the lyrics, just because Simon's been tremendously busy with going to see bands, as I said. But we got together and edited them together and worked on it. It was in the can before I went on my summer holiday this year.
So the music video, when was that filmed? Because you're obviously very festive. You're dressed up.
Yeah.
Were you running around in June in
No, that was
Christmas
more
get-up?
recent. It was in the recent storms that we've been having. I mean, we couldn't have picked a worse time to do it. Literally, it was pouring with rain and wind.
Yeah.
So that's why if you see the video, you can see at times that there's a lot of rain going on in there. We properly got soaked. So it was filmed. A lot of it was filmed at a place I'd never heard of before, but Simon knew, called Montville Gardens, which is...
Yeah, I hadn't heard either. I was trying to figure it out from looking at the video.
I've looked on Google Maps and everything, and I don't think it's really mapped, but it's up Hopeville.
Yeah.
And there's kind of a foresty walkway, and then the rest was done in a sort of random car park that we found.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, what kind of feedback have you had to it so far?
Yeah, people have liked it. They love it. I mean, people... I think, to be honest, people look forward more to our videos more than they do the songs, because we don't take ourselves very seriously in the videos, as you'll know if you watch it. We're kind of dancing around, which I'm not sure anybody wants to see 50-year-old blokes dancing around, but it gives people...
We thought it was fantastically entertaining. We loved it. It was great.
But I mean, people enjoy the videos. I think we've done quite a few of them now, and always try. We take the music seriously. We do that part seriously. But then, as I say, when it comes to the video, we're just trying to give people a smile and a laugh at Christmas.
Will you be performing it live?
Well, we tend not to. Just again, it's just our work rate is very slow, so it takes us a long time to record music. Getting together to practice and would be another challenge in itself. I think we've got enough songs now that maybe not this year, but maybe next year we could hire somewhere out and put on the Simeon's Christmas party and sort of play our album in full, which would be fun. I think it would give people time to learn the lyrics.
That was it. I was watching it earlier this week, and I was like, they must be playing this stuff at some point live. Would be incredible.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it would be fun to, as I say, it literally just comes down to getting the time together to practice. Simon in particular is a very busy man, so it's in the back of my mind to do. I think we would maybe do a little dip our toe in. Maybe we would do like a YouTube live or a Facebook live. That could be quite fun. Where there's where we could maybe get away with not being quite as polished as we'd need to be if we were really performing.
When I listen to the song, I mean, it's not just guitars and vocals. I mean, there's beats and drums there and all this kind of stuff. So how do you develop that with only two of you?
So just on the recording software that I've got at home, it's got access to synths and drum machines and everything on there. So I put everything together. Everything that you hear on the music is me, and the singing is Simon.
Fantastic. So if people are interested and want to, find your music and listen to more of it, Wow, what can they do?
Well, I mean, it's on all the streaming platforms. The album was on there now. You know, the idea of releasing it was, as I said, we have 8 Christmas songs, and we just thought it was probably time to get them out there for people to hear in a fairly decent format, because the versions on YouTube, they're all right, but they're not very high quality, you know, audio. So yeah, that was the idea of getting the album out. So they can watch the videos on YouTube. There's as I say, there's 8 or 9 videos on there.
Okay.
You know, going back to sort of 2015. So the hair gets a bit shorter. We get a bit older as the years go by. But hopefully that the sort of theme that we're trying to portray of, you know, Christmas, having fun at Christmas. It's kind of, there's a common thread throughout the videos there.
So you've been slowly developing your iconic Christmas album.
Yeah.
So when did this begin then? When did you say 2015?
Yeah, 2015 was when the first song came out, and then really it was only this year that we talked about putting the album out together for a long time, and we were kind of waiting until we had enough songs. So this year I actually went away to Thailand in February, and I was sat by the pool listening to my own Christmas music in February in Thailand. I know that sounds like the vainest thing ever. But yeah, and I thought, I could probably whip this into shape to be released this year. So that's what we did.
What's the album called, sorry?
It's called Christmas Songs. I mean, we chucked a lot of names around.
Yeah,
and
that's the most obvious one.
We couldn't agree on one. So.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
When the snow falls down in a cold and lonely part of town, and you walk the streets, it feels like icicles are on your feet. Find your way from a star that's shining bright to a roaring fire, the only thing we need tonight. Love is the future, love is the past, love is the first and love is the last, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. Love is all you need at Christmas. Love is the future, love is the past, love is the first and love is the last. When you start to hear those sleigh bells chime, love is all you need at Christmas time. Love is all you need at Christmas time. Well, yeah. Sounds of joy as the children play, spreading peace and love. It's easy when it's Christmas Day. Sing out loud, let the message echo far and wide, and your spirits rise with a special summer by your side. Love is the future, love is the past, love is the first and love is the last, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. Love is all you need at Christmas. Love is the future, love is the past, love is the first and love is the last. When you start to hear those sleigh bells chime, love is all you need at Christmas time. Love is all you need at Christmas time. Oh yeah. Love is all you need at Christmas time. Love is all you need at Christmas time. is all you need.